Hi, I'm Susan from Worldpeacefull, and I thought I might compose another poem for the sheer fun of it. Do you like my hat? My dear friend gave me that for my birthday. I like it. Looks great. A good clown hat, I think. So before I compose my poem, I might just meditate because that just takes us into the stillness, which is where all creativity arises from. Some speak of the Alpha and the Omega. It is said that it is the beginning and the end. But always at the end is a new beginning, as life is not a straight line but works in spirals. Smiles send spirals of love from my eyes to yours, for that is the cause of world peace. When we remember the friend in the eyes of the other, it matters not if they do not respond, for the gift is given unconditionally. We come into this world from where we do not know, and then we return to from whence we came. For I suggest we are all the same. And life was not about being tamed. It was about to live to your fullest expression. For when my mind travels the globe, I know that I am not alone. For in every face is family. In every taste is a flavour. And with every flavour there is jubilation, as this is a world full of colour and vibrancy at every turn. Yet many are feeling corralled, cornered, cut off, minimized, unrealized. And as they sit at their desk, as they sit at their computer with their hands on the keys, very few will contemplate what actually frees. For what is the freedom that you're really seeking? Is it freedom from want? Freedom from financial hardship? Freedom from work? Freedom from responsibilities? Freedom from the mundane and the ridiculous? Yet what if I was to say that you were already free to simply be in the moment? Each moment is truly unique. In each moment, you can reach your peak if you are fully aware of where you are. For each is a star shining in the sky of great potential. Some are simply waiting to be discovered by the astronomer. Others already know that they are a star and they just simply shine. Always someone comes to look at your star, for they can see the colours that emanate from your star system. And each star is millions and millions of years old. Some are reflections of light. The star doesn't care whether it's wrong or right. It just is what it is, and is what it isn't. For it is the light that travels to you that's real. And that light in everyday life can be a simple smile, can be somebody stopping by and saying a few words, someone getting something that you needed, someone inviting you somewhere that you didn't think of. They took you by surprise and you didn't realize that they were truly your friend. Every day is different. And even in the mundane moment to moment that you may perceive, there is something magical happening. For you would not be in that moment if it wasn't meant to be. Sometimes people are longing for the moment to be different, hoping for their ship to come in, waiting to be discovered for who they really are. But what if you can just be who you really are and no longer wait? Just make the most of every precious breath. For to breathe is miraculous. To be alive in this moment is truly divine. And you can become high on this wine, this elixir of life, by just noticing everyone around you, for there is no mistake in the universe. And if you venture over that cliff of your own fear, and you're prepared to shed a tear, for life is always ups and downs, merry-go-rounds, crowds, sitting alone. Life is the myriad things. And if you're willing to just face life as it turns up and not run away, there is the present waiting for you. It is a present. For when you are opening to life as the gift, you will come to see that you can make gold from any substance. Because transformation is moving from the negative mind to the positive mind. It's sitting on a tram and taking your earplugs out and actually looking at the person next to you and talking. Now, even if they withdraw, it's not about them, it's about you. Pushing past each of those boundaries where fear has held you back. Fear is not your friend. Fear is the end of aliveness. Fear is the thoughts that come to you and say you can't. Don't venture out. Play it safe. Love is the energy of expansion. It's courage. It speaks to everyone on the street. It sees family in every face because we're part of the same human race. And you may be meeting another amazing friend who shares with you the gift of their own life and where they've been and who they've seen. And you start to realize there's more in common than there is in difference. But it takes great courage to prove yourself wrong. So many stay in the fear of self-righteousness, believing that they're always right when they're not. Every person is you. Every reflection is yours. Every moment holds within it a great opportunity for you to expand your reality. There is only magic in this life, and you are the magician who decides to create that magic or to walk away from the stage. You may see yourself perhaps only as a patron in this life, sitting watching everyone, too afraid to take centre stage, to be truly seen by the audience. Yet to reveal all is the highest freedom. To bear all is courage standing. To keep it hidden inside shuts every other one down. But when you stand and you shine like that star that you are, you give the rest of the world permission to join you. For we are all on this stage of life. We are each the kite, not the string. And it is for us to float on the thermals and gain a greater height, to zigzag and swirl on the currents, to not play it safe on the ground, for there's no action, there's no life on the ground. You will only be found in the thermals. You will only be seen when you allow yourself elevation. And elevation will always be found in your smile. For we are all waiting to see you shine. There is not one on this planet who is not worthy of the wait. For when you do venture out bravely into your dreams, even if you're afraid, take the step. It is only then that you see that another appears. And this is like the fool that steps off the cliff. For we are all here to awaken the fool. And the fool is the one who seems foolish, who doesn't go for the gold that everybody's accumulating in their bank account. The fool sees the real gold in real hope. And real hope is your liberation when you take responsibility and you have the ability to respond. When you feel empathy and you stand in someone else's shoes and imagine what it's like to be them. When you open your eyes and become aware of what is around you, as you notice your world, you feel love and you realize that everybody does the best they can. And love can be of the moment. Love can be an appreciation for what is. Love, when unconditional, has no conditions on love. It doesn't need permission, it just loves. Because there's nothing unacceptable in your eyes, nothing. Honesty, this is the big one for humankind, is the ability to speak the truth, to say what is so, to not hold back, to be brave enough to be exposed, but to do it in such a way that hurts no one. Honesty is actually love. Love is actually honesty. For the truth does set all free to be who they are. And truth is simply honouring another by making oneself visible, not concealing, not hiding, not pretending, not manipulating, but simply standing with no story. Oneness is the planet. It's the one breath that we all breathe in this shared existence of life. Oneness is family. Oneness is energy, where there is absolutely no separation from one to the other. We are all one. That's why we forget ourselves when we're together. We join. Love becomes the great joiner. Friendship, fun, happiness. Peace is the yin and the yang. This is that life is meant to be dynamic. It's meant to be dark and light. It's meant to be feminine and masculine. It's meant to be the alpha and the omega. It's meant to be the opposites. It's meant to have contrast because that's what gives it its dynamism. It's not meant to be the same. We're meant to get clashed with, like if you imagine the sand in the shell that produces the pearl, that's the purpose of the rub. It's to bring out your best. It's to polish you. It's to make you reconsider what you thought. It's to be challenged. It's to be made wrong. It's to have your moments of being right. It's to be a brighter light. And only that can happen when we are yin and yang, when we're clashing it up and we're moving in a circle. We're always seeking homeostasis, which is balance. That is why we're here, is to return to equilibrium. Enjoyment is the clown, always. The one that laughs at themselves the loudest is to be an idiot. Yes, to be a fool. That's when you don't take yourself so seriously and you actually let yourself off the hook, to be light and frivolous, to play, to have a say, but to do it in a very light way. The clown is really just the mirror of humanity, giving permission to be the child, the innocence, to remember that life is a carnival, it's a festival, it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be ridiculous. And yet conservatism, lack of experience is shutting that down. But we want to open it up like a present in the present. So that's enjoyment and service, real hopes. Service is when we integrate all those beautiful values and we live them as our truth. They're like the colours of the rainbow. They're fragmenting from the one light. The many colours are the many people, are the many personalities, are the many thoughts, the many feelings. The diversity that splinters off into great creativity. This is how the points of light experience the great diversity, as we're all one, here to have fun in the sun. To put a bit of poetic license there. So you will naturally serve humanity when you have come into alignment with universal values, because they naturally will unify. They're not cultural, they're universal, they're cosmic, they are the foundation stone of the universe itself. Real hope is also a model. When you are real, you will express responsibility, empathy, awareness, and love. You will be authentic. The world will see you as you are. You won't hide anymore. You won't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because in the greatest vulnerability is the greatest strength, in truth. There's fearlessness there once you've exposed all. That's the purpose of life, is to learn to do it. Hope means there's a future. You can have hope, which is honesty, oneness, peace, and enjoyment. And service, of course, on the end there, real hopes. We will always have hope when we have honesty, oneness, peace, enjoyment. And of course, service is really what we give to others and receive. True service they say is above self, but it's actually the higher self serving everyone as itself. And that can appear selfish by some definitions. In the true essence of it, the self-serving is seeing everyone as myself, so to give to them what I would give to myself. So can we cultivate the ability to give everything to everyone else and not feel in any way diminished, not feel empty, but feel full? Because as you give, more comes. The universe is abundant. The human economic reality is one of emptiness, one of poverty, one of not enough. I am not enough, so I keep seeking more. The true abundance is in giving. Many say, why not live to give? For when you do, you will never go without. Always, life will give back to you, always. The more you give, the more you gain, because you experience your own abundance. And when that thought goes out into the universe is intelligent. It will replicate. It will send to you in your experience an equal and equivalent abundance. Some say we're the creator of our reality. We are indeed. And we can see that even through the mundane things such as marketing, positive thinking. We are the creators of our reality. Those who design, engineering, the artists. Whenever you're talking with someone, you're creating what you feel. They're not doing it for you. You're doing it for you. Whatever you feel is your own creation because you've come to a situation with a belief. That's how you become the creator of your experience. You decide if it's good or bad. No one can do that for you. You can be educated into a way of thinking and really believe those things are true, and then you can create with everyone else along the same lines. Or you can step out like the fool and start to decide what really brings you joy, what really is your bliss, and then go follow it. Can you do that without a story? Can you do that without fear? Can you simply allow life to unfold without control? Because the true nature of life is to actually just unfold one foot after the other. You can't control what comes to you in the future. The only control really that you have is putting one foot in front of the other. And that's really self-determination, not control. You're definitely not your role. You are here to be who you really are. And really this musing, which is a hybrid poem as well as expressing my philosophy, I've somehow fused them in this moment, is my gift to you. You are a gift to the world. I am a gift to the world. And when we bring our gifts together, a world beyond your imagination unfolds. And the beauty of that world becomes very evident. So allow everyone to see your gift. Please shine your star. Don't withhold love. Be brave enough to step out of your comfort zone. Know that you are the creator of your happiness or sadness. The clown, the happy, sad clown, is really the infinite opportunity of making a choice between being happy or being sad. We clowns, we're choosing to be happy, no matter what. We may cry, but we come back to our essential nature, which is to love and to give light to everyone on the planet. So with that, it is an enormous joy to give you love and to know that there's truly real hope in the world. So remember to have fun and be a clown and step off the cliff of your own fear, for there is only infinite opportunity waiting for you. Take care. Bye.